again. This is Jeannie Gom, and I'm here in our little corner library because I'm going to talk about books. Books that have encouraged and inspired and motivated us in the glass business and in creativity in general. So I'd like to start with From Starving to Successful. This is a book by Jason Horsch, and it has really been influential for us. He talks about working with galleries. He talks about how he started with his dad, who was an artist, and how they started a gallery, and very influential. He talks about how to act when you're in a show, good resources of how to price, how to do things with your art that will be beneficial. Really a good read. He also has a blog, red.blog.com, that you need to check out. It's very informative. The next one I want to talk to you about is the Motivational Manifesto. Brendan Burchard wrote this, and he is a motivational speaker, and I just found this very good, and I went through his classes that he talks about while he is reading portions of his book and stuff. I really enjoyed it. It talks a lot about how to claim your personal power, and a lot about not so much art, but just life in general. It was very, very good. The next one, cute little book, is called Steal Like an Artist. And I had so much fun with this book. It's just kind of a short book. You'll be able to read it in just no time at all. Just little things, you know, like there's the illustrations and drawings in it. This one says, don't wait until you know who you are to get started. So just little things like that. It was very fun. Austin Kleon is the artist. And it's just good little advice tips, and it was very fun to read, and I was inspired by it. It was fun. The Science of Getting Rich. That's one that David and I listened to in our studio. We have it on CD. I thought that was very inspirational too. It was written in the early 1900s by Wallace D. Wattles, and it's not so much. You might be put off by the title, Science of Getting Rich. It's not really about getting rich. It's more about life in general, about being successful in your life and following your dreams is really what it's about. So that one is one that we've really liked. Clara and Mr Tiffany. It's a novel, but I was inspired by it. That's another one that I read, or listened to, in the studio. And it was about a woman, Clara, who works with Mr. Tiffany, who is Louis Comfort Tiffany, the great glass artist. And it was very interesting. As I was cutting and grinding and soldering, I would listen to that story. And I really loved it. I would encourage you to read that one too. So that was 5, and I just thought, oh my goodness, I can't keep it down to just 5. There are so many wonderful books, and I just thought, okay, let me just give you just a bonus of just a couple more. Big Magic, Elizabeth Gilbert. She defines creativity. You'll love this. Creativity as the relationship between a human being and the mysteries of inspiration. Right? Is that so great? And so there's more of that in her book. There are a couple that I haven't read, but I would like to, like Creative Rebellion, Robbie Tripp. I heard about that on social media, and it just sounds kind of interesting. Just the name, Creative Rebellion. Don't you just want to read that? It just sounds fun. I always love these magazines, and they just come out, quarterly, I think, where women create business. Very interesting. I have to tell you, I love to see other people's studios. And sometimes some of the groups that I belong to will have studio tours of other artists' so fun. I like to be in the space where I know that they're creative and that their ideas come from, and they're painting and sculpting and drawing, and that's inspirational to me. I have to tell you a secret about myself that is kind of weird but kind of cool. I like to look at doctors' hands because I think they create with these hands. They do wonderful things, and also the hands of pianists. I just think their fingers just fly along the keys, and I don't know, it's just, creativity is wonderful, and wherever you can find inspiration, that is wonderful, because we share it with each other, right? And that's what we're trying to do, is share our creativity with you whenever we can. So I want to share with you a couple of David's favorites. Glass fusing, introduction to glass fusing. See, he likes the technical books, and then he teaches me what he learns from these technical books. Good thing, right? Warm glass is another one that he has found inspirational, and he's learned a lot from. So these are great. Did I say what to say when you talk to yourself? Did I mention that one? That's another one that I want to read. I have a friend of mine suggested that one. I really think that one sounds fun too. And that one is by Shad Helmstetter. And and last but not least, let us not forget the inspirational stories and books that we read that are spiritual in nature. Our scriptures, poetry, Shakespeare, just these things that stir our soul. Maybe they don't have anything to do about creativity, but maybe they do. So thank you for letting me share these books with you. And if you have some ideas about some fun books that you would like to share, would you please write to me? I have a list of other books that I'd like to read. And if I come up with some more, I'll put it on the blog or website, and so we can share with each other. Let's have our own little book club, shall we? Okay. Thank you so much for being here and for letting me share these things with you. Have a wonderful day.